today's video is going to come with some highs and some lows. Let's go. So yeah, first of all we're going to start with the lows. As you can see, there's a big gap on the shelf, and this is where we used to have our Tarantula majuscula, the Asian forest mantis. Unfortunately, he literally after the video came out, had one more meal, and went downhill from Wednesday, Thursday. Finally took his last breath on a Friday morning, and yeah, so obviously there's a big hole where he used to be on the shelf. He had a good life, so let's have a little look at some footage of him and then we'll come back. Yeah, it's sad. It's sad what's happened, but at the same time, that's life. On the plus side, the high we have today, we have this rehousing. We have a rehousing into this enclosure, from this enclosure, of a tarantula that was kindly gifted to me by Scott and Steve from a collection that was basically rescued. Steve went and did a emergency drive over to Ipswich to collect a collection, and they decided that the spider in here would make an ideal addition to my collection. So we've had deep substrate. There's a bit of condensation here. The soil's quite cold. I need to mix it up a little bit and get it a bit warmer first before we move the tarantula in, but we have our tarantula in here. I won't say what it is just yet, but we'll see it when we start to do the rehouse. And I also managed to get a steal this week on Marketplace. These exo cubes, I managed to pick up 6 of those, and as luck would have it, I needed a 45 by 45. I managed to swap one of the 30 cubes for a 45 by 45. So there's some good news this week as well. It's not all doom and gloom. So we're going to transfer over to the bathroom in a minute. What we've got in here is a basic setup. Lots of deep substrate. We've got a mix of peat moss and earth tiger substrate from the Spider Shop. Nice and deep. Water bowl, hide. I'm going to put this down, get a pre sort of dug burrow in there so it has somewhere to go. Hopefully the rehouse is just literally going to be a case of putting the lid like that, have the spider go down, straight in and gone. We'll never see it. It's a fossorial spider. This is about 6-7 inches deep of substrate, so that's going to be nice for it. And yeah, we're going to get on with that rehousing and now. Let's go. So again, back in Rehouse Central, which is the bathroom. We have our nice deep new setup, which we're going to move this unsexed spider into, which is the Histocratus gigas Cameroon red baboon, which again I say I was kindly gifted by Scott from Scott's Inverts and Steve W from part of a collection that they managed to rescue. So we're going to try and get this nice and smooth into here. Not quite sure how we're going to do it really. The Bryoplast is a little bit just on the wide side, but hopefully I think what we're going to be able to do is angle this down maybe that way and move the spider across. So I think that's what we're going to do, and as I'm going to be left-handed, we're going to change the angle round of this camera and then we're going to get this one in its new home. So let's move the camera. So right, okay, we're back. Got a new camera angle. We were going to just literally tip the Bryoplast in to the new enclosure, but it's too wide to go in that way, and tipping it this way, all the substrate's just moving and it's making this too steep. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to move the new enclosure out of the way for a second. I'm going to concentrate, we're going to use a trusted old bottle to catch the spider in, and then what we're going to do is use that catch, the bottle, we're going to put the bottle into the new enclosure. Hopefully this will go so nice and smoothly without upsetting the spider too much. We will see. They've got a history of being a little bit feisty, these ones, so we're going to have to sort of play it by ear and see what happens. There we go, nice and easy, no drama with that. So as we can see, we've got it in our little catch cup. We will move that over there 1 second. Let's bury that one there. Excuse me. We have our new enclosure here, which will turn that way, and we're hoping it's just going to go straight down into its new home. Right, let's move it up the catch cup. Come on, up we go, that way, come on, let's go up the catch cup, come on. There we go, you can see the spider in the catch cup. There's a catch cup over the new bit, and try, hopefully, move it down with no drama, because we don't like drama, we don't like fuss, we don't want to bother nobody. So let's, a little bit of grass, get it walking down nice and calmly. Come on. Let's go. Let's go down that way. Back you out. I know. No fret posing. Nice and calm. Let's turn round. Almost out. Come on, just a little bit more, dude. or dudette, whichever you will identify as. One more leg, and we're done. And we're done. Right, let's have a look at the spider, shall we? Here we go. What a beautiful spider, even though we're probably never going to see it again. It's gone straight into its burrow, which is what we want. We don't want stress, we don't want drama, we just want nice simple rehouses. And hopefully this spider will have a few happy molts in this setup, which looks like a good size for it. Water bowl, bit of leaf litter, some substrate that's going to hold the moisture for it, and we're in our new home. Awesome. So yeah, what did you think? I mean, I was expecting the rehousing to be far more eventful than it actually was. The Gigas went straight into its catch cup, straight into the new home, no drama whatsoever. Absolute pussycat, which is quite a bit different to how when we got it out of the packing tub that Steve brought it down in. Thank you very much, Steve, for driving all the way down to drop off the beauty, by the way. Once that was done, it was absolutely so feisty moving it into the Braplast. Left it in the Braplast a couple of days because the temperatures had dropped. Wanted the soil to sort of come up a little bit more to room temperature, which it had done by today. So, but yeah, the rehousing went perfect. So we have good news, we've had bad news, we've had ups, we've had downs. It's been one of those weeks. But yeah, anyway, let me know what you thought about the rehousing, and if you've got any other comments, I'd love to hear them. So yeah, hopefully you enjoyed it. If you did, give it a thumbs up, and I'll catch you again next week, guys. Cheers. Also, as a quick side note, if you know who Alan is, the Spiderman on YouTube, link will be in the description. Please do go and give some of his videos a watch. Get his viewing hours up. It will greatly help him as a person. So if you can spare the time, just chuck one of his playlists on. Let it play in the background, do whatever. He will really appreciate it. Anyway, now it's goodbye. I'll catch you next week.